It can be quite difficult knowing which scan tool to buy for your Skoda, as there are so many options, all with varying features on the market, some good, some bad. But in this video, we'll steer you in the right direction and help you understand which scan tool is right for you, your Skoda and your budget. Showing you some cheaper and more advanced options along the way. We'll show you some tools that are made just for Skoda vehicles and some tools that are made for Skoda and other makes and models. We'll also put links to these kits in the description and the pinned comment, making it easy for you to find these tools if you are interested. So let's get started. We have 5 tools on show, and at the end of this video I'll reveal which of these tools I would personally buy if it was my money, knowing exactly what I know about these tools, having worked with them over the past few years. They are the best selling tools at Diagnostic World, so they have a good reputation and a good track record. Now, starting at this end of the table, we have the cheapest through to the most expensive, and you'll generally find that the more expensive tools have more features and functions, which you'll begin to understand as we go through the video. And at the end of the video, if you're still not sure about which tool to go for, and please do email us and we can recommend something for your needs, your vehicle, and of course your budget. So we're starting at this end of the table. This is the VAWS version 1.0 tool. Now the 1.0 tool actually covers all systems within the vehicle, okay? So it is the cheapest tool, but it's not necessarily a bad tool. It's a tool which does cover all systems. So it's going to cover things like engines, airbags, ABS, transmission, traction control. They're classed as like the main systems, and then all of the other systems as well. So other things like power steering, air suspension, central locking, HVAC systems. These vehicles do have a lot of systems installed, so this will cover all of those systems, and it's going to give you a fault code. It's going to allow you to read and view live data. It'll allow you to erase the trouble codes. It allows you to erase the warning lights on the dashboard which are associated with the faults. So it's a good all-round package. Now, it also comes with one service reset, okay? So the service reset is the oil service reset, okay? What I meant is one service function, my mistake. One service function, which is the oil service reset. You'll notice that as we go up, you probably see more service functions the more you pay for the tool, all right? But this has one service function, and it is the ability to do the oil service reset. Sometimes, like these vehicles will have a message on the message sender and also the dashboard. It can reset both of them, so don't worry about that. One of them you'll need to do in the vehicle, depending on the vehicle of course, but some of them you'll need to do in the vehicle, and then the other one you'll need to do with the tool. But actually it's called VAWS version 1.0, and it does actually cover VW, Audi, Seat, Skoda, Bentley and some Lamborghinis from around, I think it was around about 2012, 2013 when VAG came in. So that's the version 1.0 tool, which is a really good seller. It's a really good package, and it is a cost-effective way of maybe just knocking off a warning light if that's all you really need. We then move on to the version 2.0 tool. This is the VAWS version 2.0 tool. And this tool, again, this covers everything that this will do, but this has more features and functions. So it actually has more service functions. So it does cost a little bit more, but you do get more for your money. Now, when this comes to the service functionalities, this will do the oil service reset. It'll do DPF regeneration, electronic parking brake, electronic throttle calibration, steering angle sensor calibration, new battery registration, and injector coding. It all really depends on the specific vehicle though. So if you wanted to double check that one of those functions was served by this tool on your vehicle, then by all means send us your vehicle information and we can check for you and let you know. And if it's not going to be suitable, we will be able to sort of maybe recommend something else for your needs that can do the job. So that's the version 2.0. We then move on to the next tool, and you've guessed it, it's the version 3.0. This is the VAWS version 3.0 tool. So this tool goes over and above these two tools. It does everything that these tools will do, but this has more features and functions. It has additional service functionality. It also is a bi-directional scan tool, so it'll allow you to go in and test components, test motors, test certain systems to make sure they're working all right. So it helps you narrow down the fault. Let's say you've got a fault with like, I don't know, a window which isn't going up and down. It'll allow you to test the switch, it'll allow you to test the regulator, the motor in there. So it gives you an idea of which part of the system is actually at fault. And that's a really, really good feature to have. But this, as I say, this goes over and above. So this does all of your systems, all of your service functions. It's bi-directional. It'll do actuation tests, component testing, as I say, suspension calibrations, EGR adaptions, transmission adaptions, fuel pump purges, air conditioning resets, engine adaptions, AdBlue resets, and some other adaptions and calibrations as well. There's too many to list. It all really depends on the vehicle. But if you wanted to double check, as I say, send us your vehicle information and we can check for you to see which systems and which service functions are covered by this tool. This is the most advanced tool just for this manufacturer. So this is probably, being the best seller out of all three of these, because it does way over and above what these will do. It does cost a little bit more, but the amount more you pay for this than this tool here is only a small amount, but the amount of extra features and functions you get is a really large amount, okay? So that's the VORS version 3.0, and again, it covers VW, Audi, Seat, Skoda, Bentley, and Lamborghini, okay? All part of like the VAG range, I guess. We then move on to this tool here, which is the iCarSoft CR Pro Kit. Now, let's say you like the features of the version 2.0 tool, but you wanted to go for a multi-manufacturer tool. Well, the CR Pro is a really good tool for that. It's been a good seller for a number of years, and it covers all of the manufacturers covered in these tools, but this does additional manufacturers as well. So this also covers things like BMW, Mercedes, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Volvo, Porsche. It does pretty much all manufacturers. It doesn't do like supercars like Lotus and McLaren, but it does Ferrari actually. It doesn't do Aston Martin either. But that's a CR Pro Kit. So if you're looking for a multi-manufacturer tool which has a good level of service functionality, covers all systems, allows you to read the fault codes, diagnose faults, reset warning lights, things like that, then it's a very, very good option. Okay, so that's a CR Pro Kit. And we then move on to this tool here, which you'll see this looks a little bit different. This is by far the most advanced tool on the table. It dwarfs what all of these tools can do in one powerful tablet unit. It's got a different hardware base, so it can house much better software, much more advanced software. So it'll do everything that these tools will do. It'll do all of these service functions, all of the system coverages, all of the bi-directional scans and the bi-directional tests, live tests. But this does it for all makes and models. So on the same way that this tool kind of covers a wide range of makes and models, but it has the functions of the version 2, this tool has all of the service functions and things like that of the version 3.0 tool, but it does it for all makes and models, okay? So if you wanted to double check again, send us your vehicle information. Let's say you've got a VW or an Audi, and a Seat, a Skoda, something like that, and then you wanted to also double check the functionality of a Porsche or a BMW, Mercedes, Volvo, something like that, then this is a really, really good option. So I said at the start of the video that I would recommend one of these tools based on my knowledge on these tools and what I would personally buy with my personal money if I was buying one for my vehicle. My circumstances are probably going to be different to yours, but they might be the same. There might be some crossover. But let's say I was just wanting a tool for this manufacturer, okay? So I was only interested in my car. This manufacturer is the only vehicle that I want a tool for. It would absolutely hands down be the version 3.0 tool, okay? Just purely because of the price point of it versus the amount of functionality, the amount of system coverage, the amount of service functions it covers, the live data sets that it gives you. It's really, really kind of unrivaled out there. There are other tools that can also do that, but they are at a much higher price point. At this price point, and the prices are in the links below, you'll struggle to find anything better. Okay, so that's what I would say if I'm just looking for this manufacturer. If I wanted a tool that covered this manufacturer, and let's say I had other manufacturers as well, like a Volvo, Porsche, BMW, Mercedes, Ford, then it would hands down be the iCarSoft CR Max kit. I can't stress enough how much of a good tool this is. Whether you're an enthusiast with a few cars or a few cars in your family setup, you're a small garage or workshop and you just want kind of the best tool for your money, then this is definitely it. It covers all of the systems, covers all of the service functions, special functions, actuation tests, calibrations, adaptions. And it, as I say, it does all manufacturers. I can't stress enough how much of a good bang for buck tool this is. The nearest competitor out there is probably about £200 more, and it does the same thing. Additionally, these tools, all of the tools on the table here, are free lifetime updates. So some of the other manufacturer tools will actually charge you for updates after the first year. Well, these tools all come with guaranteed free updates for life, okay? So it's just another perk of them. All of the tools, they're going to give you unique fault codes, manufacturer-specific fault codes. They'll allow you to turn off warning lights. They'll give you live data. You can reset the fault codes, reset the warning lights, and there's so many functions and features. But as you say, the more sort of up the line you come, the more functions and features you get. But for this manufacturer, this tool here, for multi-manufacturers, my recommendations is this one here. So one of these two, you won't go wrong. If you're still unsure about which tool to go for, then by all means, please do send us an email. Send us your vehicle information and we can check for you, give you a good recommendation on what is best, what we think is best for your vehicle, your needs, your specific circumstances, and of course your budget as well. But the links to these kits are all in the description. The prices are all there. We don't put the prices on the video just purely because the prices are always subject to change. So we do need to be a little bit flexible with that because the markets around us change, prices around us change. So the tools also need to maybe fluctuate a little bit as well. But we'll always offer and give the best price we possibly can. All right. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I hope this helps.